point. We got the ball.
When you hear bocce, you probably imagine something like this here at Milo's Bocce Garden, especially if you live in St. Louis. Where else would you expect to play the popular Italian sport other than the Hill? Well, as it turns out, there is another place you can play, but this version of the game isn't designed for the typical player.
I am playing Boccia ball.
So it's Boccia.
Well, people say it all different ways.
I say Boccia.
Boccia.
Boccia, boccia, bocce.
However you pronounce it, Boccia is not to be confused with its ancient ancestor, Bocce. The objectives are the same for both games, but Boccia is specifically designed for athletes with impairments that affect motor skills. Although it's played from a wheelchair, as a precision ball sport, it's not necessarily focused on physical ability.
It's more of a mental sport than a physical sport.
Boccia was introduced in the 1980s and was originally designed for those with cerebral palsy. Making its first appearance in the 1984 Paralympics, the game is now played in over 50 countries. As one of the fastest-growing Paralympic sports, and one of only two that do not have an Olympic counterpart, the game's modifications have evolved with technologies that allow a wide range of athletes.
We have a white ball known as a jack that we throw out first.
In bocce, the jack is called the pallina and is smaller than the rest of the balls. Bocce balls are also hard and weighted compared to boccia balls, which are lighter weight and made of leather.
The way our courts are laid out here for practice, there are 6 ends per round. So 6 people throw the jack.
To allow for these 6 players, the boccia court is wider than a standard bocce court, which can be played on various surfaces like sand, grass, or pavement, whereas boccia is typically played on a smooth indoor surface. For competition purposes, boccia players are classified into one of 4 categories that determines their eligibility for assistance. Certain players may need to kick instead of throw the balls, or some may need to utilize specialized equipment.
I use a ramp as well as this little tool I made up myself, which is just a little piece of metal I found at the hardware store and we bent. It's basically just put the ball on the ramp, put this in front of the ball or behind it, depending on how I had the ramp set up at the time, move this out of the way and let the ball roll.
But that's about where the differences end. The objective for both games is to get your team's ball closest to the jack. Seems simple enough, and for some, it's just a relaxing backyard family activity. But a lot of these players aren't just in it simply for the fun of the game.
Our team has gotten many medals. We've been able to do a bunch of tournaments. We've gone to nationals.
So it's not just for fun, you get a little competitive with it?
Yes.
This is full competition. This is either buckle up and play the best you can, or you're not moving on.
Zach has played with another disabled baseball league that was mainly focused on player participation. The competitive edge is what drew him to the Disabled Athletes Sports Association, or DASA.
We offer a wide range of sports, and a lot of our athletes participate in more than one as well. But yeah, I would say boccia is one of our popular sports for sure.
DASA offers competitive and recreational programs to athletes of all abilities, in addition to adaptive fitness and exercise rehab through their ability gym.
You know, it services a portion of the community that, you know, at times is not always provided resources. Whether you're tall, short, fast, not, right? I think that there's an opportunity for you to compete and to, you know, if you enjoy competing athletically, there's a big social aspect of it as well. You know, teaches perseverance and integrity and communication and relationship building. So I think, you know, just having an organization like DASA that can provide that outlet and opportunity for folks who maybe couldn't participate in traditional sports as easily as others is really important, and we're certainly proud to be in the community and want to provide that resource to anybody that's interested in it.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Brooke Butler.